important than ever in today's environment to be able to set up your hygiene department, one for productivity, of course, one for success for patients, but also to have a department that is fairly autonomous. What I have found that works very, very well in a practice, that if I have enough operatories, is to have 2 operatories and work an accelerated hygiene schedule. And working an accelerated hygiene schedule is a very good way to be very productive, but be able to spend comprehensive time with the patient, and also be able to get more work into your day, both from the doctor's perspective and my perspective, than I could if I were only to work a single column and do all the work myself. So Jacinda in this practice is one of the excellent dental assistants. And when we come in the morning, we look at our schedule, and you can see here that we have a patient seated for an hour, but they are actually being seen every half hour. Jacinda starts off with following up with the patient. Step-by-step approach is to, number 1, greet the patient, fill out all the paperwork, make sure that their medical history is taken care of. Jacinda and the dental assistants actually chart all the existing restorations. The oral hygiene instruction is handled by the dental assistant. We have a wonderful Casey program that we use here. She will actually pre-appoint for their next appointment right then and there. She hard tissue charts, she does oral hygiene instruction, takes all the x-rays, and by that time I'm ready to come in. My operatory's all ready. I sit down and I have a whole half hour with the patient to educate, and I like to use the word schmooze, and build a strong relationship with, market to the patient, recommend restorative, and I may even have enough time to place some sealants, or to begin some periotherapy, or even see quickly another new patient for doctor in another operatory, go in, introduce myself, and maybe even be able to do a perio exam with the utilization of the dental assistant. Everything else is delegated off, and we have a great team. At the end of the appointment times each week then, and every day, I get a copy of my productivity, so I know exactly what I did for the day. Once a week, we have a business meeting, and we discuss the patients who have not scheduled for their pre-appointing, their hygiene visits. We talk about the treatment that we recommended that the patient didn't schedule for. And we go over that, and then either I make the calls, or if I don't have the time, Jacinda may make the calls, or someone at the front. But we have an active continuing care program. We keep people coming back. That's very important. And we treat people well. Now, to the marketing then, at the end, when I finish cleaning and doing whatever I'm doing with my patient, then I electronically send the information to the doctor so he can see all of the recommendations we've made on the computer. I call him in for the exam, and either I'm in here for the exam with him or one of the dental assistants. If everything's cool, then either he can begin that treatment that day, or if it's something else perio-wise, I can begin. If we don't start that treatment, then the dental assistant comes in, concludes the appointment, we print out the treatment plan, and then our financial representation takes over and handles financial arrangements and scheduling of the patients for their restorative work or their perio work, whatever that is. Why do I work an accelerated schedule? I like to keep busy. That's number 1. Number 2, if I had a single column and one of the patients didn't show, I'd have a whole hour open. Just to a sidebar, in my world, I'm paid an hourly if I choose, but I am paid an hourly and or commission, which either is higher. So there is going to be some importance placed on being as productive throughout the day. But I don't like a lot of openings in my schedule, and I can meet all the new patients, and I can have a very productive day, and I can see more patients in the course of the day. So if there's a day that maybe I have to take off a little earlier, they can rearrange my patients, and with the utilization of these unbelievably organized and efficient dental assistants, I can see more patients in less hours and be more productive, and I think that that's a win.